What if I told you you can take a content-dense slide and really turn it into an impactful presentation or a slide by focusing on one simple thing? Hey, my name is Sander and I'm a Microsoft PowerPoint MVP. I teach people like you to become a master in PowerPoint. Now, if you want to learn about slide design, it's one of the aspects of PowerPoint. I have an entire slide design program where I teach you all the fundamentals you need to know about slide design so you'll never make a bad presentation ever again. Now let's focus on this content-dense slide and see what that key aspect is that we need to focus on. So I was going through the earnings results from Starbucks and I came across this slide. And this is something that I see a lot of people do. What they do basically is they start to fill in their content, they add a title to the page, they add some quote that they want to add, they do it really large. So this one already takes up like almost, more than 1/3, like almost 40% of the slide, only that quote, which is quite a lot. And then we have the rest, all of the information like the global net revenue. And then we have some 3 other numbers. We have those all forced onto that bottom of the slide. And that just ends up into a slide that is very messy and sort of everything is a little bit scattered all around the place. So what we want to do is we want to focus on one thing, and that is a visual hierarchy. And that is super important when it comes to a slide. Because when we look at a slide like this, we don't have any clue where to focus on. And we really want to make that important. So here we can see my version of the slide. And basically what I've done is I've broken it down into a few sections. So the quote, that is something which is important. That was like 40% of the slide. But I've narrowed it down and I've also added a picture of the CEO with it. So basically what we now have, if we have this section here where we have the quote from the CEO nicely fit into that slide. But we've done it in a subtle way where we have a lot of room for the picture. So that really grabs the attention first. We see that it's Brian Nichols, the CEO of Starbucks. We also bring in that branding a little bit. And then we have a nice left line for that quote. We've added a little bit of a line on the side so it nicely fits around the person. So everything sort of feels like it belongs together. And then we have the keyword, the back to Starbucks. That's one where we highlight it with the brand color again, so it really stands out. In the background, you can see we've used this shape to really make it stand out and create some sort of a collection or like some sort of a group of items on its own. So that is a bit the supporting part of the slide. I think if we see it like that, we have that main block on the previous slide. That's something which is important, but we put it nicely on the side here. And then we have the larger chunk of the content, which is the results, what it's all about. So we have that title and the subtitle that really put that part together. And then we have the large charts. We have the donut charts here with the 8.8 billion, 3% year over year. We highlight that in bold. We make it as large as we can. We have no distractions on the background. And we have a simple color coding here on the right side. And then for the 3 other numbers, well, we just group them in that empty space that we've created at the bottom. We just do -1%, 2%, and 2% again. And we just highlight that with the simple code here at the bottom to just make that clear. But overall, if you look at this slide, probably the first things you notice is you notice the face, you sort of notice this block, but you don't go through it yet. And then you go to the most important part, which is the numbers, the supporting numbers, and then you might read the quote. So this is sort of how I would approach this. And you basically want to make sure that there's a structure into how people read your slides. That is always super important, that you do it intentionally. So I think if we now compare them side by side, I think we can say that we've improved it a little bit, or at least I tried to do that. I wanted to make it less cluttered. So I wanted to make it more clear for the audience. I wanted to make it clear for the eye, for the audience to sort of guide and scan the slide, easily see what belongs where the priority is, and what the key takeaways are. And if you're interested in learning more about slide design, you never want to make a bad slide ever again in your life, I have an entire program about slide design that teaches you all that. So all the fundamentals you need to know to become an expert slide designer. And you can find all of the information for that in the link in the description below.